Hello there, editing Jose Luis talking here. I want to give a huge shout out to the Coalition of Scrubs and Team NDL specifically because they have been helping me with my channel a lot, and I mean a lot. Either by sharing by Twitter or letting me collaborate in some of their videos, and especially today giving me a shout out in their latest video, today being May 1st, 2020. So huge shout out to them. Also, you may want to check all of the amazing YouTubers that I left on the community tab under the section Partners in Crime. They are amazing. They do incredible content and they've been very helpful on the creation and throughout all of these days with the channel. So thank you all of them, and specifically today to the Coalition of Scrubs and Team NDL. Their links will be in the description. Now we may continue with the video.
Edo Pro, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship FTDTY, its ongoing mission to explore strange new sets, to seek new lives of playstyle and old civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Captain's Log, Start date 29/04/2020, 0826. After various testing and various different methods, the crew members of the USS FTDTY discovered a new way to build a more economic Adamancipator deck. As a result, the conclusive deck was put into a test, a final test. Work out together in the simulator by our best duelists. These are the results obtained by the computer.
Computer, show on screen the replays between the Adamancipator profile and the rest of the meta.
Oh shit!
On this section of the galaxy, the meta has shifted into Plunder Patrol. This is because of the release of Eternity Code and the new wave of support for the Plunder Patrol deck. They leave a great board, but still not a perfect board, so the opponent can't play. As a result of this, in our turn we have to grind a little bit, but not to worry much because we have a lot of stuff. The ship also suffered from a discomposure because of Metaverse, thinking that it was going to be Mystic Mine, and a lot of the crew of members of this ship have PTSD with the Mystic Mine. Anyways, we continue playing through the quick effects of the Plunder Patrol stuff, and we end with a big board, a board that can destroy everything. This is because of days and days of result from our intelligent chemistry team aboard the ship. So while you feel the streets, it's appealing to see. You won't get on the content cause you're damn and free. Also, part of the meta has transformed into trap tricks, as it is a deck with a lot of pictures of girls. We weave with Adamancipator Seeker's effect, but it doesn't matter, because our opponent doesn't have a way to pressure on the game, but except by the means of setting 4 back row. Back to us, we can start playing now because he has more cards and we have a lot of resources in our hand. The intelligent part is to know how to play them well, and also how to stack our deck so we can get the most out of the Adamancipator effects. The best part of the deck is to know how to make different stuff that works with different types of decks. In this case, the opponent relies on two things: traps on the field, and monsters on the graveyard or on the hand. So if we don't let our opponent have any of those two on the field, or wherever they want to be, we can have a chance to beat the Traptrix match. For this reason, an Emancipator Rise and Dragite is the best option, because it can return to the hand all of the set cards that opponent has. He plays a big brain because he has the trap trick for the impermanence, and we have to return it now. Not OTKing a trap tricks deck is fatal because they can repose their game on our turn. Windmill for the land, done forever hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride. One thing our deck has is power, and we have to find the best way to use that power for our style. Either if we break or we don't, it doesn't matter, we have to continue going on. Here we find our opponent is playing Lightsworns, although we don't see any Lightsworn cards, and he doesn't mill any card. I think he bricked. He makes Decode Talker, and I think that is his biggest mistake, because Decode Talker is not longer a stopping monster in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. If we can play our turn correctly, we cannot take this man pretty easily. But it depends on us playing well and on our opponent to not have any negation or disruption. We have to build the biggest board we can, and that obviously means Boros or Rise and Dragite, so we can attack for game. Although we have a Decode Talker in front, it doesn't matter because we can shuffle it back with Dragite. Again, a hand that doesn't look like the deck it is representing. It looks like Phantom Knights, but it's actually Plunder Patrol again, because that's the meta in Edo Pro right now. We start our turn and we make a really good board in my opinion. It can be better if you can afford Researcher, but with the limits in our starship, we cannot afford that. But all of the amazing crew in this ship, and me as the captain, cannot give up and throw away all of our hope in this deck and the thought of it working out actually. As a captain, I take full responsibility of what happened with Formula Synchron, as it should have never been summoned as a response of something. The best option that the crew had was with Crystal Wind Synchro Dragon and not with Dragite, because of the opponent's ability to pop off with multiple monster effects. So if you can play intelligently and around all of your opponent's cards, you can win the game pretty easily. I hope you enjoyed watching these replays and the information obtained by the computer, and we see you on the next time. Adios.